Hello, people. Howdy. Good evening. Evening? Words. Very hard, aren't they? How's everybody doing? Welcome to the stream. Ooh, where's Mass Effect and why won't it load? We love questions like those. But let's say goodbye to the scary synthwave and hello to the Mass Effect stream. Ah! I swear, one of these days. I can't see chat right now, just so you all know, and I'll tell you why. It's because I have a little boy, a little Dwight, in my way. He's sitting right in front of my monitor. And it's not very nice of him. Hold on. Oh, buddy. Buddy, that's so cute. But I need you to move. My little man. Okay, is Mass Effect gonna capture now? Yay, it is. Okay, fantastic. So here, real quick, let me say hello to everyone. Hi, D-Man. Hi, Evo. Hi, Geek Droid. Hi, Mom. Geek Droid, thank you so much for the 15 months and the 13-month streak. Oh my goodness. Cannot believe that. D-Man, I think I said hi, but hello again. Hello, bro. Hello, Matt. Is Dad here yet? Oh, there he is. There he is. He's down there. Okay, so I have not missed Dad. We have the parental bases covered. And hi, Matt. I think I said hi to Matt already, too. It's so good to see all of you. Welcome to your Wednesday night. It's gonna be a chill, cozy little evening over here. You know what? So, like, I was gonna dye my hair today and, you know, either do like a fun makeup or like dress up or what have you. And then I squandered my time after work, like just fully squandered it. Also, I got off work a little bit late because I had some tech support type things that I was doing that took a little bit of extra time. So, hey, you know, it is what it is. But it's, yeah. It's good to see you all. Hello, Denoba, welcome in. Yeah, so I figure we'll just play Mass Effect here for a little bit and have a little cozy night. And then we'll all go about our evenings, huh? I can't believe it's already dark. Or nearly dark. I'm not down with this whole, like, gets dark in the wintertime thing, you know? I'd wanted to stream a bit, but a headache made me not feel like it. I absolutely understand that. I actually have, like, a slight bit of a headache. Oh, you know why, too? Well, here, first off, I'm gonna put my blue light glasses on, but second off, I'm gonna go grab my water. So, bear with me for 1 second. I'll be right back. Do-do-do-do-do. Okay, sorry, I'm back. The all your base, joke was very good, Dad. Sorry, I missed that.
Commander.
Okay, Joker has nothing. That's right. We did all of the talking to everybody after the mission, last time, from what I recall. Yeah, I think we're all caught up with everything. Uh-huh. So I guess we just go do a mission, huh? Dark around 5:30 or so now? Yeah. It, I will say, so, like, the sun comes up a little bit later and then goes down a little bit later on the West Coast than it does, in some other parts of the country, I've noticed, especially in LA. I think it just has to deal with, like, where, proximity-wise it is. I'm I'm guessing that's Eden Prime over here. You don't see the sun at all for 2 weeks, Demon? Oh my goodness. Search and rescue. The Normandy is equipped with a new and improved scanning pulse that can detect objects of interest. Use this to recover war assets, artifacts, intel, and fuel as you fly around the system. Beware that each time the pulse is used, the chance that Reapers will enter the system to investigate is increased. Oh my goodness. Flee and wait until you've completed a mission before returning. I don't like that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, then I'm not scanning. Right? Like, hold on. Yeah, the time changes soon this, or the time changes this weekend. Forgot about that. Hey, Kim! Good to see you. Who am I romancing? I am romancing Liara. Wait, can I not take her? Oh, okay, she's already selected, I see. I was like, wait a second. Kim, it's good to see you. Thank you for the 4 months. Classic, I approve. Nice. Let's see. Ooh. Oh wait, that's right. I was gonna wait till I got 6 points. Liara, though, we can boost her singularity, I guess, maybe? Hold duration and impact radius. I'd maybe go with radius. Hey! Brick, good evening. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. Oh, BTM Blood Hunt. How was your stream? Welcome in, everyone. For those of you who may not know me, I am Jordan. Yeah. Tonight we're playing Mass Effect 3. Just got started. We're about to go to Eden Prime. So we're really early in the game, and we're gonna have some fun. It's good to see all of you. Thank you again so much, Brick. I hope you're doing well.
Eden Prime. This is where it all began.
Played whack-a-mole with a Toreador?
Where the Prothean beacon gave you the vision that warned us about the Reapers.
And where you went up against Saren in the Geth for the first time, no?
Yes. And now, with Cerberus here, Eden Prime's colonists are under attack again.
Seems like more than just 3 years ago.
How bad?
A lot of dead civilians. Lost one of my men, Jenkins, to a Geth drone.
Reports that Saren had bombs set up to wipe out the whole colony.
Not on my watch.
Damn straight, Lola.
Oh my god,
Cerberus
my
hit
cookie
Eden
clicker's
Prime
still
hard.
open.
Whatever they found here was worth a major offensive. There are survivors elsewhere on the colony, but they killed everyone near the dig site.
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to definitely close
just
that
said
after
better.
this.
I know. The Alliance did what it could to evacuate colonists, but Cerberus came in so quickly.
If we find survivors, we'll do what we can. What about this artifact? Is it part of the Prothean device we found on Mars?
The Alliance didn't get any specifics about what Cerberus has uncovered. But whatever it is, it's better off with us than with Cerberus.
I'm bringing you in as close to the dig site as I can.
Wait, she has
No
a
way
Mass
we'll avoid
Effect
detection, but
fanfic?
shit
I
out
want to
of
read
humans.
it.
Understood.
Can't believe she won't show it off.
Move.
With luck, we can get to the dig site before Cerberus knows we're here.
Balfour, enjoy your lurk. Okay, yeah, I didn't hear it from you. Don't worry. I won't tell her. All right, let me close my cookie clicker so we don't hear cookie noises this whole time. Fantastic. Still be done for Bloodhound sometime. It's not bad for free to play. Yeah, I'd have to look into it. I have not. I don't think I've installed it. Or wait, no. Well, I mean, I know I haven't installed it.
They came
but
back after the Geth attack. They'll come back from this.
I haven't really looked
You grew
into
up
it,
on
I guess,
ships.
is what I
Lose
should
one, you
specify.
can always move to another.
But you'd still remember.
It's nice that Shepard can just, you know, run in this version. I really like that. That's a big improvement. Me and Balfour have been playing it a ton. One of us. One of us. We'll see, we'll see. Oh, so... Yeah, never mind. I'm gonna read this terminal instead. Processing update. We've taken more able-bodied men and women from pacified neighborhoods. The colonists generally have accepted the story that they have gone to perform tedious but safe manual labor in a Cerberus research camp on the other side of the planet, and when we increased food rations as payment for the work, most of the complaints died out. Maintain the story as long as possible. We don't have the manpower to fight the entire colony, and if these families knew they were never going to see their sons and daughters again, there's no way they'd cooperate. Yeesh. Ooh, Kodoroku, I am kind of interested in Blood Hunt. Never played a Battle Royale. Me either. Here. Forgot to put that. Upload. Is there a viable melee build in Blood Hunt yet? Because that's my dream. I like all the one-of-using. Thank you for the hydrate. I'm about to do that now, actually.
Shepard, this Cerberus data could help the colonists still alive on other parts of Eden Prime.
How?
I can get this intel to Eden Prime's resistance. Maybe it will help them fight back against Cerberus.
Yeah, that's kind of like me playing League with my friends. Like, the game, that game. Ugh.
Bits of Prothean tech sticking out of the ground like an old bone.
But
There they are. You ever find dinosaurs?
I do like playing it with my
digging around?
friends.
No, dinosaurs and other fossils would be paleontology. I'm an archaeologist. I study
Whoa!
artifacts left by sapient species.
Nikki, hi!
The two fields are completely different, and
Hi, Nikki! Oh my goodness!
you were joking.
Thank you so much for
Hey,
that
I just
raid,
like
everybody.
that.
Welcome in. KG, thank you. Wait, KG, a year? KG, thank you.
That's the elevator that leads down into the dig site.
So good to see all of you. Welcome in, everybody. Hi. I am having a cozy no-camera night, but for those of you who don't know me, I am Jordan. I'm an actor and variety
Yes,
streamer
that
in
doesn't
LA.
seem possible. It's not a Prothean artifact.
And I'm glad you're all
it's
here. What were you playing tonight, Nikki? Sea of Thieves!
A Prothean.
I haven't played Sea of Thieves in so long.
Those things the Reapers turn the Protheans into?
No, an original unmodified Prothean who's still alive.
You're right. That doesn't sound possible.
You saw Prothean
Oh, hey,
stasis
Skullbash.
chambers in
Oh my
the
goodness, so
archives on
good to
Alos.
see you.
The only
Hi,
reason those
Revan.
failed was a lack of power.
Hi, Rump.
Cerberus found this in an underground bunker. It still has power. He's been in stasis for the past 50,000 years.
Eric
waiting
yelled
for
at
us.
you. Oh my
Think of
goodness.
what we could learn.
What can you tell me about the Protheans? The people, not the technology.
Given your experience with the Prothean cipher, you probably know as much about them as I do. The Prothean Empire spanned the known galaxy. They uplifted countless other species to help them join the galactic community.
Uplifted, huh? Like when the Solarians helped the Krogan.
Yeah, I
to
hope you're
evolve a
well this
little
evening too, Nikki.
faster.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Judging by
Good
the
to
dig
see you.
sites like the Prothean Archive on Mars or here on Eden Prime, the Protheans wanted other species to learn. It's clear that they prize knowledge, growth, and cooperation with the rest of the galaxy.
I haven't played Sea of Thieves since, I think since me and the mod squad got Pirate Legend, I think. I think that was the last time I played. It was really fun, though. That was a good time. I would, you know, I'd consider going back to it. Might be a little rusty now, but I could still sail the seas, mateys.
The way you describe them, they sound a lot like the Asari.
I'm certain I'm coloring their culture with my own perceptions. Whatever the Protheans were, finding one alive represents an incredible opportunity.
Good thing we brought our Prothean expert.
I hope I can help. If this single Prothean was sent into stasis, he could be the foremost scientist of his time, or perhaps the wisest counselor. Cerberus damaged the life pod when they excavated it. The life signs are unstable.
And let's get him out of there.
No,
What if
breaking
he-
open the pod would kill him. We have to find the command signal that ends the stasis mode. We also need to figure out how to physically open the pod without doing more damage. Cerberus took over the labs nearby to research what they found at the dig site. That's likely our best bet.
Like, what if he was just some guy?
Heads up!
Like, what if he's not like a cool, powerful dude, Liara? What if he's just some guy? Oh shit, missed. Come on. Stick your little head out. Oh, hello. Where was that? Where? Hold up. Oh, missed again. Damn. Hey, shoot your eye out. Good to see you. There we go. Where's the other one? Hello? Ah. Oh, no. Wait, why is that not working? Is it their shield? Look. I just punch him. That always works.
Let's get moving before more of them come back.
Yeah, for sure. You know, just a cozy little day today. Tomorrow though, for oh, hello. What are you doing here, sir? Oh God. I'm just gonna hang out right here for a quick second. So tomorrow though, I don't know if I told you all, but I got, oh, that's so loud. Hold on, I'm dipping frames. Why am I losing frames? Sorry everyone, hopefully this comes back soon if you can hear me. I don't know what's been fucking happening with Spectrum lately. I've had so many Spectrum outages. I'm getting really sick of it. Okay, there. We should be back. Sorry about that, everybody. Oh God, I'm just gonna die right here. This is fine. Okay. All right. Oh, hello, James. Look, there he is. He's so close. Sorry, what was I gonna say? Oh God, what was I talking about? Oh, I'm definitely gonna be on camera tomorrow for Ocarina of Time Randomized because I got a whole bunch of items from that Black Milk Legend of Zelda collection. So I'm gonna wear some of that tomorrow because it's cute and it's themed and I'm really excited. So yay, cute things. And I'm, you know, definitely gonna be on camera on Friday for Red Dead because that's gonna be a new game for sure. But anyway, yeah, just do a little cozy night tonight. I didn't notice anything but I'm special. Yes, you are, Mom. Hi, Nicholas. That is cool. Cannot wait to see what they are. Yes, I have a couple of fun pieces. So yeah, you will see at least one of them tomorrow. All right, troop deployment update. Local resistance is heavy in the south and west sections of the colony. We've pulled most of our troops from the north neighborhoods to assist. All remaining troops in the north neighborhood continue standard patrol activities to maintain the illusion of a large presence in that area. If the locals knew we were understaffed, they could do some serious damage. Ooh.
To help the colonists. The more we find, the better chance they'll have.
Well, good thing that I died, I guess, and was able to go back in here. I'm turning this down a little bit. So what else was I gonna say? So I've got that. I was gonna mention something. Oh yeah, I know I mentioned in Discord, but yeah, there's no D&D for me on Sunday this week. I have my princess gig, so that'll be taking up the time where I would normally be playing D&D. But they are going to be doing an all-bard charity game on Sunday, so that'll be exciting and, you know, something worth checking out. Princess gig, yeah, I work as a princess and other characters at kids' parties as like a side job. Let's see, where are they? Well, I didn't need to shoot that one. Yeah, I was going to play, and I'll tell you this too because they might get a sub for me, so someone might be playing in my place. But I had built a deeply narcissistic glamour bard named Emerald. And I mean, I'll refer to them as they. It was gonna be she, her for me, but I'd written them as gender neutral because I knew that there was a chance I might not be playing. So I was just like, yeah, you can just pick whatever pronouns for this character. Hi, PG. You are a year. No, it is a year. It's a year right now. Thank you so much. Thank you for the year, PG. I appreciate it. We've got a lot of folks hitting that first year mark. It's really cool to see how many of you have stuck around this long. It's like, it's kind of mind-blowing, and I really appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you. Yeah. Oh, on the bard front, though, yeah, glamour bard who is a fairy named Emerald, and so of course I was gonna do like a whole bunch of green makeup and what have you, but yeah, so someone else will hopefully be playing that character, and if not, either way, yeah, there's a charity stream on Sunday, so you know, if you're able and interested, go check it out. Oh, my cats are fighting. That's fun. But yeah, so no streams from me Saturday or Sunday, but I will be here definitely tomorrow and Friday. Oh my goodness, they're really going at it. Wow. I'm excited to get a cat cam for y'all at the next place. Oh wait, hold on one second. Hold on, guys. Hey. Okay. We're all okay. D&D's gotten to be chaos and introduced an old dragon dude and the players can't decide who they want to ship him with. Oh my goodness. I love that. Resistance, I'm sure you've already probably read this, but I have not read this just yet. So, Resistance information update. We've got word from our source with Eden Prime's resistance movement. We can expect an attack and security, blah blah blah. Pulling in forces from across the colony to destroy their leadership. Dr. William Cambiata to escape. Firing near-miss shots to keep it realistic. He's given us good information. With luck, the locals will see him as a daring hero. The only man to escape the Cerberus trap. They might even put him in charge.
Perfect. This intel will give Eden Prime's resistance movement a real chance to push Cerberus out of their colony.
I love how difficult it was for Shepard to open that door there. That was really beautiful. One point in the movie, an evil wizard was firing spells at other people's character when the bard player who had many bard sheets made to hide behind the mound of other dead bards.
Cerberus is studying it to figure out how to physically open the pod.
Hello? Oh, okay, cool. I did bypass that door then. Well, I like that it's not a minigame anymore. I'll say that for sure. Anything else I need to pick up around here? No, okay, I guess not. Ooh. That was interesting. This game cannot balance its levels for shit. Some things are so loud and other things are that should be loud are just medium.
Victory! Seal the bunker! Acknowledged.
How many have we lost?
Reaper forces have destroyed approximately 300,000 life pods.
Damn.
Third of our people.
That is one crispy boy.
Alert! North side bulkhead cannot be sealed. Hostiles detected.
Then all forces to the north.
I think I can duplicate that to open the life pod.
You understood that?
You didn't?
No. All I saw was static. Cerberus was trying to make sense of it without success. The Prothean cipher you received on Pharos, it lets you see the images as a Prothean would and understand their language.
Whatever it does, I saw the video and how they sealed the life pods.
Perfect. Then we just need the signal they use to activate stasis mode.
The rogue stealing pans. I love that. Perfectly chaotic. There was definitely something I was gonna tell you all, and now I can't remember. But that's okay. I'm sure it'll come to me, and you know, if it didn't, then it wasn't important. Is this where I came from originally? Yeah? Yeah, I think so. Jimmy? Oh. Wait a minute. There was something I could click there. Where did it go? Oh, well.
They were gunned down. We'll have to be watching the game.
Son of a bitch, this was somebody's home.
Ugh. Shepard, just open the door. Shepard, no. No, the door, please. Thank you. Oh, I remembered what I was going to say. This might be, like, more of a question, I would say, maybe for the mods, because y'all just might have more of an idea. Is there an easy way for me to change, like, the game audio levels on the fly, like, in my OBS without having to tab out? Like, I mean, it's also probably a setting in Mass Effect where I need to make this, like, full screen wireless, so I could, like, change it on the fly without it pausing to do that kind of stuff, but I'm just wondering if there's, like, an easier way that I can, like, mess with those levels on the fly. I don't know. No, this isn't what I'm looking for. Graphics probably. Borderless. Yeah. Okay, let me try that. See if that works. Yeah. Okay, well, there. But if it's interesting though, because if I click out though to go change the level, it still pauses it. So how do I get it so that it doesn't pause? With an external plugin, you can make Stream Deck buttons for it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that was gonna be my follow-up question. Is like, is there a Stream Deck way to do that? Because a Stream Deck is in the plans for me. Not yet. I got a few things to do first, but it's in the plans. No, and there's no way to stop this game from not pausing when I tab out, so I guess it just is what it is. Well, anyway, I just figured I would check. Bye-bye. Jimmy, what are you doing?
That lab found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to find the stasis deactivation signal.
You having a moment? You being a bad boy? You yelling? Get the biggest one, you'll want the extra buttons. That's what I've heard. Yeah. The movie's called The Gamers. Nice. Mom! Mom! Yeah, he's been misbehaving for like the past basically hours straight. I don't know what's gotten into him. I think it's just like kind of one of those times of night. You know, cats get that way. Picked up the 32 on sale from Best Buy. Ooh, Best Buy. Okay. Probably more flashing images here, so if you're sensitive to those, be careful. Jimmy, what are you doing?
I never thought our empire would fall. It won't. We will sleep here until the Reapers return to dark space. Then we will rise, 1,000,000 strong. For the Empire. For the Empire. Get to your stasis pod. Victory. Broadcast the stasis readiness signal to all life pods.
And the refugees who have yet to reach the bunker.
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire.
Jimmy, what are you doing? Like, what are you fucking doing, dude? Like, stop messing with my stuff, guy. You wanna come here?
You understood
You
that
wanna
one
sit with
too?
me?
Yeah. I've got the signal the Protheans used to
Come here,
activate
Jim.
stasis mode.
Excellent. Then we have everything we need to open the pod.
Come sit with me, buddy. Forthright, thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate it. Wait a minute. Why do I know that name? Jimmy. Oh my goodness. Our family dog when I was a teenager had what we called Mad Half Hour. Normally he was a very calm and friendly dog, but he used to run laps around the garden occasionally.
Backup forces are here.
Uh-oh. Hey, you. No. Blam. Oh, look, we got these dudes again. You just go, whoop. Yeah. Wow. Aim's really off tonight. I'll get it back. I think I can just do this. Yeah. We ended up leaving little tunnels for him in the flower beds because otherwise he would trample everything. Aw. I'm like losing track of where I've been. Oh god, these turrets are really strong. I have to take out that turret first. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no, 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 no. Not quite what I wanted. There we go. I don't think I don't know what I can do about that one. That one's gonna be hard. That one. Can I get this before my team takes him out? Oh, no. Sir, put your shield down. Oh, damn. There's gonna be an anime-style Catwoman? I guess I haven't really been paying attention. Yeah, I mean, if it's good, I'll probably check it out.
They've retracted the bridge. We have to find another way across.
Find another way to the pod. Okay. Should I follow the sound of the gunfire, or... Have I been in here? Yeah, I have, right? Wait, no, I hadn't. I'm like so turned around in this place, and I also don't think there's a map. Nope, there is not. They did not bother to make a map for this location. Oh, well, you know. If Bye-bye. Sir, what were you thinking? Find another way. This way? Wait, okay. So, this is where we are supposed to go. They've got the bridge out. Aha! Ladders. There we go. Wait. How? But... hold on. Let me just navigate this little maze here real quick. Figure out how we're gonna get over there. Let's see. Well... welcome back, Belfour. These games are amazing. So, right, theoretically there should be... oh, well, can I just walk? Oh, I can just walk. Okay. Well, then that's fine. I didn't think the game would let me jump down. Oh, jeez. Let me just see if there's, you know, anything up here with the air conditioners. No? Okay. Oh.
I'm transmitting the signal.
Perfect. It'll take a few moments for the life pod to process it.
And in the meantime, you gotta shoot. Wait. Shit. Yeah. One more. And... damn it. Okay. Gonna try one more time. Oh, never mind. Hey, there we go. We got it. Oh, wow. That man flew. Uh-oh. Should maybe consider taking cover. Just, you know, maybe. Welcome back, Matt. Taking cover where? You wanna poke your little head out, buddy? Right down there? Oh, I got him. I wish someone other than R. Kelly wrote I Believe I Can Fly, because like you know, it's a very memeable song, but I also just don't want to reference that man. Ooh, hello. Get out of here. I'm on a mission.
Looks like we got a second to catch our breath.
Wish my corner man was here. I could use an ice pack.
Has the life pod ended stasis mode?
We're almost there.
If anybody's low,
Oh, could always go with Tom Petty's Free Fallin'.
I can lay down a singularity to block enemy access.
Before all decide that Daniel Radcliffe was the real author of Harry Potter, can we say Tom Felton wrote I Believe I Can Fly?
Heavy mech, don't let it get close.
Oh, that's a big old mech. That's big. Oh god. That's a large boy. What do I do about that, other than keep shooting? There's gotta be like something on the back, right? Oh, or try fly like an eagle. Oh, I actually like that one. One's good. Either the original or Seal's version. Okay. Fantastic. Where are you? Nope. The fuck out of here. Whoa. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Anybody still here? Anybody else? Okay, somebody's around. Oh, hello. Ah, whee! Oh my god. Hello? There you are. I guess I can no-scope too.
There. You can open the life pod now.
I wonder if there's an achievement for no-scoping. No-scope only run. Anyone want to see my Christmas tree? It's in the garage in the box because it's fucking November.
Goddess.
Yeah, my tree comes out for like 2 days surrounding Christmas.
It may take him some time to fully regain consciousness.
Ah, a meat popsicle. Damn, he's got the fifth element.
Be careful, he's confused. Remember, it's been 50,000 years for us, but for him, it's only been...
A few minutes.
Uh-oh.
No. The bunker is falling. There is no other option.
There are pods online. Those soldiers are still alive.
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire. Preparing neutron bombardment. Get to your life pod now.
Yeah, I do everything in my power to avoid Black Friday shopping, like, on principle. If I happen to need something on that week, like, I'll get it. But I just don't like to contribute to that. There's no achievement for no-scoping? Okay.
The bunker is secure. Commander traffic.
What is left of it? A few hundred people. How am I to rebuild an empire from that?
Further adjustments may be necessary. The neutron purge compromised the facility.
Clarify.
Sensors are damaged. Automated reactivation is not an option. You will remain in stasis until a new culture discovers this bunker.
Uh-oh.
This may lead to a power shortage.
Do not shut off more pods. I need the few that are left.
Power needs will be triaged appropriately. You will be the voice of our people.
I will be more than that.
Yeah, I've only worked one Black Friday
How many
opening,
others?
Just you.
but I've worked lots of Black Fridays in the
You can
past.
understand me?
Yes. Now that I've read your physiology, your nervous system, enough to understand your language.
So you were reading me while I was seeing...
Our last moments. Our failure.
Your people did everything they could. They never gave up. And I could use some of that commitment now.
Shepard, whatever you did got Cerberus interested.
Asari. Human. I'm surrounded by primitives.
It's not safe here. Will you join us?
You fight the Reapers?
Yes.
Then we will see.
Hey, listen, buddy. I killed a whole bunch of your mutated people, alright?
A living Prothean.
Show some respect.
That's correct, Admiral. But he's not quite
Yes,
what we expected.
Comfy Shepherd.
Commander, our scientists barely understand what they need to do here. If the Prothean can help us construct this device, we need his cooperation.
Understood, Admiral.
We're losing colonies faster than we can evacuate. We've never seen a force like the Reapers.
He has, Admiral.
Can he help us?
I intend to find out.
Good. Cerberus slipped up and gave us a new weapon. Don't let it go to waste. Hack it out.
Yeah, I remember the...
Shepard, I need you down in the port cargo hold. It's about our new guest.
Ooh, I bet you do, Liara.
I'm on my way.
Yeah, I remember the 4868, Black Fridays. Those actually, you know, I always thought those went pretty smoothly.
I'm trying to make the room more accommodating, but they're not letting me talk to him.
Apologies, Doctor. Contact protocol with a new species. Assume hostility. We had to dust off the regulations.
The Karen virus. Nice. Hack it out.
But he's not new. I've spent my life studying Protheans.
At ease. I don't think our guest will be a problem. Will he?
That depends on you. I can sense fear in you, anxiety and distress. The Reapers are winning.
What do you mean, you sense?
All life provides clues for those who can read them. It is in your cells, your DNA. Experience is a biological marker.
Then what exactly did I experience back on Eden Prime? That was a hell of a flashback.
The battle left its own mark on me. I communicated this to you. It can work both ways.
Like your beacons.
Yes. Which...
Alien.
You found one. You saw it all. Our destruction, our warnings. Why weren't they heeded? Why didn't you prepare for the Reapers, human?
It's Commander. And nobody could understand your warnings. The beacon nearly killed me.
Holy shit, Shep.
Then communication is still primitive in this cycle.
We pieced together what we could, and used it to stop a Reaper invasion 3 years ago.
Then the extinction was delayed.
Now we have your plans for the device. We're going to build it.
Device?
The weapon your people were working on. I'd hoped you could tell us how to finish it.
We never finished it. It was too late.
Then I take it you don't know anything about the catalyst.
No. I was a soldier, not a scientist. Skilled in one art, killing.
What was your mission?
Among my people, there were avatars of many traits. Bravery, strength, cunning. A single exemplar for each.
Which are you?
The embodiment of vengeance. I am the anger of a dead people, demanding blood be spilled for the blood we lost. Only when the last Reaper has been destroyed will my purpose be fulfilled. I have no other reason to exist. Those who share my purpose become allies. Those who do not become casualties.
Nothing in our fight against the Reapers has been that cut and dried.
Because you still have hope that this war will end with your honor intact.
I do.
stand in the ashes of 1 trillion dead souls and ask the ghosts if honor matters.
Wow.
This silence is your answer.
We found this at the dig site. I assume it belongs to you.
It is a memory shard.
Could it help us with the device?
No, it contains only pain. But I will help you fight. And the last thing the Reapers hear before they die will be the last voice of the Protheans, sending them to their grave.
If you don't mind, I have a few more questions I'd like to ask.
Here it comes.
I've written over a dozen studies on your species. I've published in several journals that...
Amusing. Asari have finally mastered writing.
I'm sorry?
Never mind. What do you wish to know?
Everything,
I've
dude.
never seen a species with this sensory ability you have.
It was common among my people, imparting experience through touch, the chemistry of life. Complicated ideas could be absorbed in seconds.
That sounds very useful.
We evolved as hunters. Reading 1,000 details in our environment ensured our survival.
I'm beginning to understand the beacons a bit more.
Later,
Yeah, this game
we
is fun.
developed technology to
I'm having a
harness
good
our
time.
ability. Information could be stored in certain objects through touch. Memory has its own biomarker, its own chemistry, as do knowledge and skills. The beacons could remember these things.
Things like Reaper invasions.
Yes, I can still sense the turmoil in you, witnessing the extinction of our empire. The fabric of your being was forever marked that day.
So, could you read something about this room?
There was liquid, a form of incubation. The DNA of a Krogan who lived here.
Huh.
He was powerful, prone to violence.
I'm impressed. His name was Grunt.
And if he were my enemy, I would have given him a wide berth. There is great strength in his genes.
So wait, did we do
Liara here would
civilization?
never forgive me if I didn't ask
Yeah.
you.
No.
What was Prothean civilization like?
Yes, I've always wondered, what sort of government did you have, and can you tell me about your religious beliefs, or perhaps the...
We are dead now. What does it matter?
I'm sorry. Studying your history has been a lifelong passion of mine.
When I was born, our empire was already at war with the Reapers. The first thing I remember was seeing my planet on fire.
What was your civilization like before the Reaper attack?
We were the dominant race of our cycle. We ruled the galaxy.
My studies indicated you were the only race engaged in space travel at the time. I always found that curious.
We were one empire composed of many subjects. All eventually called themselves Prothean.
What if they didn't want to?
They weren't given a choice.
Are you saying you enslaved the other species?
Any could oppose us if they wished, and if they had won, they would have ruled. Many tried, none succeeded.
I had no idea Protheans were so... severe.
It was by necessity. Very early we encountered the dangers posed by machine intelligence. They rebelled against us.
We've had the same problem. They're called Geth.
We could not allow the machines to surpass us. It was decided the only way to win was to unite all organic life within our empire.
Did it work?
For a time. The Metacon War. We were turning the tide. Until the
Metacon?
Reapers arrived. Then we understood machines had surpassed us long ago, in ways we could never imagine.
Metacon.
Back on Eden Prime, it looked like there were other stasis pods. What happened?
The Empire had fallen, and we knew our cycle was lost. We were the final vanguard, the best soldiers left alive.
So more of you were supposed to survive into this cycle?
Yes. Under my leadership, a new Prothean empire would have arisen. We would have commanded the races of your time to prepare for the next Reaper invasion. But traitors within our ranks, indoctrinated agents, betrayed us, and the Reapers discovered our plan.
What if it had worked?
Just out of curiosity, how would you have commanded us?
By leaving you no other option. You would have joined our army, or faced the Reapers alone.
Wow.
We've uncovered quite a few Prothean ruins. Were you observing our ancestors?
Before the war, we cultivated species who showed potential. Eventually, you would have been offered a choice to join the Empire. But when the Reapers attacked, we ceased all study. We hoped they would see you as too primitive to harvest.
Well, thank you, I think. Is there anything more you can tell us about this device your people were trying to build?
We heard only stories. They said our scientists were constructing a great machine that had the power to defeat the Reapers.
You never saw it?
By that point, the Empire was smashed into pieces. None of us knew what the others were doing.
Well, if we don't finish it soon, the same will be true of us.
What can you tell us about your own war with the Reapers?
Many of the details were lost. The conflict lasted for centuries. Those that faced the Reapers in the beginning were long dead when I was born. There were memory shards, however, passed down from soldier to soldier. They gave us fragments of what happened.
Several years ago, we found a Prothean VI that called itself Vigil on the planet Ilos. He was the caretaker of a research project.
During my life, Ilos was only a rumor. It was said we had cities there, built on the ruins of a civilization before us, the Inusanon. If our scientists did have a research facility, whatever they were doing was secret.
Yes, Vigil said they wiped all traces of themselves from the records so the Reapers couldn't find them.
The scientists eventually went into cryogenic stasis.
More of my people survived?
No, but they did stop the Reapers from taking control of the Citadel in this cycle. It delayed their invasion.
I never saw the Citadel. It was captured long before I was born.
How did your people wage war against the Reapers?
Attrition. We fought them system by system, planet by planet, city by city. Entire worlds were sacrificed just to slow the Reapers down. Time they spent harvesting a population was time we could regroup.
That must have cost you in the long run.
Yes. Our own people would be indoctrinated, converted, then turned against us. But there was no choice. Mercy is not a weapon. It is a weakness.
Why do you think your own cycle lost the war?
What had been our strength, our empire, became a liability. All races conformed to one doctrine, one strategy. The Reapers exploited this. Once they found our weaknesses, we could not adapt. The subservient races became divided and confused. Then, it was only a matter of time.
I'm happy to say our cycle is different. Most races cooperate, but they still remain unique.
Then it may be your only hope.
I should
Thank
go.
you for talking with me. I never imagined actually meeting a Prothean.
This has been amusing.
Oh?
To discover the most primitive races of my time now rule the galaxy. The Asari, the humans, the Turians.
There's also the Solarians.
The lizard people evolved.
I believe they're amphibian.
They used to eat flies. Commander, you may count on me. I am known as Javik, though I still need time to recover. The shock has not worn off yet.
I understand. This must be a hell of an experience for you. We're just glad to have you aboard, Javik.
And that's why I went here first. Because I was like, you know what? I want to get a very interesting squad mate right off the bat, and you know, now we have him.
So much has been lost. So much has changed. And yet the Reapers are still here. For me, it was only yesterday. Our empire spanned the galaxy. Now we are only a myth.
Let's see. Let me just be reminded of where everybody is real quick. Okay, so Diana is down here and Adams is down here too. Okay,
Nothing to report, Commander.
great. Moving on. Oh,
Have you seen our newest crew member?
You mean the biggest story in 50,000 years that I can in no way talk about?
So yeah, I've seen him. Just wondering.
You know, in the old days, they didn't have automat on cameras.
why did that happen?
Reporters had to cake on the makeup. Do we need to talk, Commander?
Not right
Let me know when we do.
Okay. Is Mass Effect a kind of game that has New Game Plus, which allows you to bring the upgrades and stuff you acquired from one playthrough to the next? It does, actually. That is possible, yes.
Shuttle's primed for the next drop.
Hey again. What's up?
Did we already do all of this?
You mentioned a mission you had against.
Pretty much what I said. You want the rest of the story, you're gonna have to give me.
Or what?
That's about it. Next topic.
You had a hard time leaving Earth.
Hell yeah, but I get it. Now.
We'll get back there.
I know.
Maybe no more so.
No promises now that. Besides, I like to keep Esteban on his toes.
I don't.
You got family back on Earth?
Yeah, an uncle, retired military. Got a few cousins.
You and your uncle close?
Yep. He was the reason I joined the Marine.
No dad?
He's there. Somewhere. But I'm not sure. I would like to find out how my uncle's doing, though.
I just can't remember if I did this or not.
What's with you and the nickname?
So that's why I'm kind of going through
It's
it
just
quickly.
my way of remembering people.
PG, good
Some
night.
people just
Take
don't
care.
match their names, you know? So I
Have a
just
good
give 'em
sleep.
new one.
So I'm a Lola, huh?
Yeah, my best friend's sister growing up was Lola. Older sister. Hot. Tough.
Right.
I think we did.
I take it you and Lieutenant Gordon.
Yeah, Esteban did a stint on film.
Yeah,
I
we
caught up with him on
did.
Earth a few months back. Just don't tell him I said so.
Okay.
You bet.
Alright, so I guess he doesn't really have anything else to say. There's this dog that's just here. And these two who are back here. Okay, well, I guess there's not a whole lot down here, huh? Unless... No, that's right. I'm saving up for the Black Widow, so I'm not getting that. And this... I don't think... Damn it. Oh, yeah. And this is already, like, as good as it's gonna get, so... I guess that's that.
Shuttle's primed for the next drop.
Cortez has nothing to say. I don't believe I have any fish yet, so... Yeah, I think that's all that's up here. It's just the space hamster. See, oh, crew deck. Anybody else dead? No? Okay, fantastic. Who is where? It's just Chakwas and Liara for now, I guess. So let's go say hello.
The private messages terminal has new correspondence.
Yeah. Upgrades. Oh, wait. I guess I can't do anything about that. Can't talk to Glyph, though. Broker terminal. Hello. Prothean nodes, 2186, entry 1. The things this Prothean must have seen if they had the technology to preserve someone with over 50,000 years. No wonder they were capable of building things like the device on Mars. I must give him time to get his bearings, but Goddess, when will we get another chance to learn so much about their civilization? Attached notes on Prothean. Hi, Liara.
A Prothean. A living, breathing Prothean right below me.
Okay,
Not what I expected.
don't get too excited.
Me neither. He was a little cold when I tried to talk. I understand the shock of waking up again. His species gone. But a Prothean. It's good to see you.
Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Oh no. Sorry, Liara. I'll make it up to you next time. Hi, Chakwas. Anything for me?
How are you, Commander?
No?
How are you, Commander?
Definitely not. Whee! And... what else?
You've got a new message at your private terminal.
Joker and Trainer. And then that's it. And then we can go on another mission. Yay!
So a Prothean? A real live Prothean? Has Liara stopped bouncing yet? I'm guessing there may have been some bouncing.
Commander?
And nothing else. Okay. What does Trainer want? You're on a mission.
Those poor colonists on Eden Prime. First the Geth attack, now Cerberus. For what it's worth, our new crew member doesn't need a translator himself, but he shared a Prothean language tutorial program. It was apparently designed for servant races being inducted into the Empire. Charming cultural clue. Commander?
Let's see. New article on Eden Prime from Alliance News Network. Resistance movement been successfully pushed Cerberus forces off Eden Prime. Wow. Okay, attack for reasons that remain unclear. We have this victory to the Alliance, blah, blah, blah. The people of Eden Prime, blah, 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 blah. Many resistance fighters say they plan to enlist to support the Alliance. Okay, let's see. Where should we go? Where should we go? You have to make as many people genuinely smile as possible. That's a nice mission. I like that. That's a great mission.
I found something.
Oh. Oh god. Reapers. Wait. Hold on. Oh, okay. Is this just how this works? Okay, is there like anything else? Or is that like it? Yeah, those Reapers are trying to look with their peepers. I guess that's it? You just get one, I think? Doesn't seem like there's anything else, so I guess not. This is much slower than the last game, that's for sure. Alright. Cool, we got a thing to help us with the war, you know, the war that's happening. So we're gonna get out of this system, because apparently I got Reapers looking at me with their peepers. Hi, Mouse. Attacking Windy. It's windy out there. Oh my goodness. How windy is it? Wait, 28% explored. How do I explore it more? I don't understand. I don't know what's going on. I don't know this new map. I'm new here. What do I do? Click on planets to explore.
Signal confirmed.
Okay. Uh-oh. Those beepers are looking again. I mean, I'm probably just gonna go back to the Citadel to see if, you know, like Javik has anything he wants to say, you know, maybe. I feel like he might. Like, Maybe he's, you know, got some feelings and sentiments. The weapons upgrade kit, that's pretty sweet. No, Reapers, don't look at me. Super windy. Power's gone out a couple of times. No, but Ginger doesn't seem to mind. Well, but he's doped up on pain meds. I'll get an emergency neutering. Uh-oh. Sorry about your balls, Ginger boy. I hope he's doing okay. Maybe I'm gonna go over here. I don't have any fuel. I don't know what we're gonna do about that.
I found something.
Probably panic. He's handling it well. He gets all the treats he can handle. Oh, we got some fuel here. That's good. Gets to snuggle in my bed until I go to sleep. Aw. This is so much better than probing in 2. This is just, it should have always been like this. Oh, God. Oh my God. I did not like that. Get the fuck out of this system. Goodness gracious. I did get an achievement out of that, though. Yeah, but it also gave me, like, a blah, and I didn't like it. It was very loud.
We are transferring your docking clearance to an Alliance official.
Figures. Finally back in action, the Alliance already wants us tagged and collared.
Just our way of welcoming you back, Flight Lieutenant.
Yes ma'am. Requesting docking permission?
Docking permission granted. Would you like private transport arranged?
No, I'm gonna just, like, walk around, actually.
Yes, Commander.
Oh yeah, I'm happy for that to be a quote. I think it's funny.
No, they've got us on rotation. We're mostly in fortified.
Well, I'm glad that he's handling the. I also like emergency neutering. I don't know that I need the context, but I think that you know, I've never heard those words before in my life, and you know,
Commander Shep, 1 moment, please.
I learned something about the world today. And for that, I thank you, Mouse. Like, genuinely, I think... Hey, I didn't know that sometimes rats need to, in a hurry, lose their sack. Oh, a lump got very big very fast, so we threw the whole balls away. Oh my god. I'm so glad he's okay. I'm glad he's fine.
Hello, ma'am.
Oh. Bailey, do you have anything?
I'm up to my neck in trouble, but if there's anything you need, I'll do my damnedest to help.
I think I've probably asked him all of this already.
Somewhere.
I'm sorry, Bailey.
Yeah, I'm just like everyone else. And at the moment, that means creating the illusion of security.
Did we talk about...
he's become an even... He suspected Executor Power.
Find anything in...
enough to arrest him. And near as I can tell...
He killed that man?
Being a commander
Okay.
just means I'm... there's even people. Well, I guess it's not just human.
Once again, I
Anything
think we
important
did
going
all
on
of
around here?
this.
You kidding? With the Reapers running rough? We got more ambassadors and dignitaries here, but that's just the tip of the iceberg, really.
Thought things were relatively quiet here.
Well, compared to where you're coming, millions across the galaxy have been displaced.
Must have you doing something.
Yeah, already allocated the...
He just put his fist through his keyboard. Ginger the Nutless Wonder. I love that. Hello? Do you have anything I can buy? Nope. Nope. Okay. Fantastic. I guess there's nothing for me to do right now. We can go look at, you know, shirtless Caden, I guess. Udina's not even fucking here. Udina's fucked off somewhere. Alright. Nothing there. Yeah, okay. So let's run by the hospital, and I assume there's, you know, nothing new from, Caden for us. And then after I go see if there's anything new at the hospital, we shall, I will, take a quick bio break, and then come right back and play, like, another mission or something, you know?
Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
She's got this glow. And the Reapers. They did to her what they do to everyone. She's covered in... I don't know. Glowing. She reaches out. Her eyes go black. And she touches one of the farmers, and he just... dies. They panic. She rips them apart. Sometimes touching, sometimes opening them up with biotics. The humans are turning into... liquid. And I'm there, in my towel with no gun. And husks start pouring through the door. Goddess. So I ran.
Yeah. I'm not AFK yet.
The Alliance military has abandoned the Hades Gamma cluster to incoming Reaper forces.
Pepper keeps trying to look for what's missing, and he's very confused. Oh my god. Pepper's so invasive, my goodness. Hello? Anybody dead in here? Oh my goodness. I shouldn't be yawning this early.
Yes, but clone tissue replacement takes months. You'll need a prosthetic.
Oh no.
I highly recommend talking to a resident psychiatrist before the operation.
Nope, he's just in there being useless and shirtless. So, you know. Alright, here, you know what? Let's have Shepard break some more, HIPAA violation things. Or make another HIPAA violation. I can't. Oh, there's Dr. Michelle.
Commander Shepard, good to see you. Dr. Michelle, it's been a long time. You've come a long way from that small clinic down in the wards.
Because of you, I don't know where I'd be if you hadn't dealt with Fist and his thugs. Now I'm head physician in a Presidium clinic. You gave me this chance. I assume you're here about Major Alenko.
No.
I'm actually here to see you.
Oh, really? How can I help you?
This war may leave a lot of injured people homeless. Can the Citadel clinics care for them all?
We're fine now, but I'm worried. Every hospital on the Citadel is preparing for the worst. I hear the docks are tightly controlled, but we just can't leave people floating out there forever.
How are your medical supplies holding up?
We're well stocked now, but I can't say I'm not worried about the future. We've posted guards on our reserves. War profiteering has already begun.
With a center of this size, you must have a lot of direct reports.
We've got 12 full-time doctors and over 50 support staff.
Wow.
It can be overwhelming, quite different from my days in the wards.
And anything else?
Keep up the good work, Doctor.
Nope.
You too, Commander.
Okie dokie. I will be right back, everybody. See you in just a second.
Recent intel suggests that the entire Batarian hegemony has been destroyed by an unknown force. Early reports indicate that Earth has fallen to the same enemy force that attacked Batarian space. Incursions by enemy forces are being reported in Turian colonies. Fighting is said to have reached Paragon.
Hi everybody, I am back. Malfoy, thank you for the kind words.
I got out of that farm and into the hills. I pulled the farm girl after me. All I wanted to do was live through the night.
Nobody else could have done more.
But morning came and no shuttle. Afternoon and then night, and I'm hiding from husks and those Turian things.
The file says the evacuation team thought your position was overrun.
So after 2 days, I still don't have a gun, because those Turian things, you can't use theirs. I realize that shuttle isn't coming, not unless I get back to the farm and my radio.
And the farm girl?
She was with me. Even killed a few husks. With a stick.
Well, we're gonna leave you alone for now. I'm gonna go back to this ship.
Commander Shep, 1 moment, please.
I can't remember when we unlock more of the Citadel. I'm assuming it's probably after, you know, more story missions, I guess. Turn to the Normandy, please. Hi, Carnage. You know it. Any alien, any butt I see that's an alien butt, I'm gonna kick it. Better believe it. Apian crest? There's no apes. No apes here. Oh, thank goodness, a fuel depot. Oh my goodness. Oh, wait, we're full up somehow. Okay, alright, I'll take it. Hello? Hello? No? Okay, alright. Let's go over here to Monet. Having dinner almost 10 p.m. made some spicy oil ramen. Wait, why can't I pick Javik? Is that not allowed? I guess I'll take Liara and James. Video game. I don't know why he's not selectable, but alright, fine. I mean, I guess he did just, you know, wake up from 50,000 years of sleeping. You know, I get maybe I'm the asshole here. You forgot to eat? Okay, please go eat. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Please, power damage and duration, sniper rifle damage and headshot damage. I think that's the way to go. I think that's it. And from here, I'm gonna work on my fitness. There we go. I have eaten, and I also have in front of me a cookie. It's been in the freezer, so it has to thaw, but I have a cookie. So don't you worry. It's a pumpkin spice cookie, I think. I'm not sure. We got a variety pack and they all look the same. Unfortunately, it is a very thick cookie because it's filled. It's got like something in it. I don't remember. Like an icing or something. I can't quite recall. I had one that had Nutella inside of it. So like I might need to put it in the microwave, but it can also wait for a minute.
Oh no. No. Palaven.
We have an old friend there.
Holy hell. They're getting decimated.
Strongest military in the galaxy, and the Reapers are obliterating it.
Was it like this on Earth?
Yes.
I will at least open it,
Shepard.
though.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Commander.
Maybe I can still get, like, a bite.
James, open that hatch.
I'm gonna break my teeth. No.
Alright, get in, get out. Let's move!
Oh boy, get the fuck away from me. No, 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 no. Oh, I vaguely remember the Paragon mission now. Ground report. Knowledge of the terrain is our only advantage here, and that's not going to last forever if they keep throwing their forces at us. We'll hold this area as long as we can. I'm linking my transponder to the life signal monitoring system of the unit's suits. If it goes out, send another unit here ASAP.
Try them again. And I command West Airfield. Do you read? Try them again.
Chicken chili and bread with butter. Very nice. Oh! Change loadout, please. Viper? Yeah. Totally. You bet. Yeah. Wait. Wait. Does less damage? Hold on. Wait, so no, the Mantis is better? Oh. Why would I pick that gun then? Because it has a higher capacity and a slightly higher fire rate? No, okay, never mind. Incorrect. We're just gonna leave that trash where we found it then. Hello.
Domestic, get your men up on that north barricade.
Yes, sir.
Sergeant Barnes, find a way to get that comm tower operational.
Sir.
General?
Commander Shepard, heard you were coming, but I didn't believe it. General Corinthus.
I've come to get Primarch Fedorian.
Primarch Fedorian is dead. His shuttle was shot down an hour ago as it tried to leave the moon.
That's gonna complicate things. How bad is it, General?
We just lost about 400 men in half an hour. We set up camps on this moon as an advanced position to flank the enemy.
Yeah, like...
A sound strategy. Just...
Oh, thank you for the follow.
Irrelevant.
Welcome, Blackadder.
Exactly. The sheer force of the Reapers seems to make them immune to that sort of tactic. The Primarch and his men found that out the hard way.
Yeah, I'm also, like, of the opinion, like, that if you're kind of gonna go sniper class, like, I at least want my snipers to really be one-shot, one-kill types, you know?
I'm sorry. I hear he was a good man.
And a friend. He would have been an outstanding diplomat.
So what happens now?
The Turian hierarchy provides very clear lines of succession.
Right. General Corinthus?
With such heavy casualties, it's hard for me to be certain who the next Primarch is. Palaven Command will know. However, at the moment, contacting them is impossible. The comm tower is out. Husks are swarming that area. We can't get close enough to repair it.
Don't worry, General. I'll get your tower operational.
Thank you, Commander. I'll take care of things on this end.
Alright, let's go.
Damn, Shepard.
I see the comm tower. To the left of the main barricade in front of Paragon.
Let's go.
That's some confidence. Hold up. Got some goodies around here, huh? Ooh, okay. Fantastic. Love that. Far better to be able to fire and switch targets rather than having to keep putting rounds in them, yeah. I agree.
Yes, sir.
Ugh. Of course the Reapers are all, you know, blah. Like, it's, I feel like that was such a cliched thing that we did back then. Like, everything in a sci-fi had to go blah. It says winter gear. Not sure what they thought we'd do with that kind of gear here, but I suppose we should thank the spirits nonetheless. The power sources can be cannibalized and converted to power our combat gear's filtering units instead, at least. It'll be nice not to have those clogging up anymore. And I already read that. I got some greaves. Can I go here?
Up and on your left. This is the main barricade.
No. Okay, you do actually want me to go the proper way first. Sounds good. Oh. Wait. Oh, this way. It's like, wait a second.
Husks at the tower overwhelmed us. Good luck.
Wait, is this like a back way I can go? Yeah. Oh. Okay, good news is that my ignite seems to take them out as long as it lands. Uh-oh. Hold phone. Come back. There we go. Phone is held now. What do you do? I don't know. What does one typically do with a phone? The choices are endless.
We can't repair it from this panel. James, you're up for tower repair.
On it. Might take me a while, but I'll do my best.
Hi, Blackadder.
Here they come.
Ready, Liara?
You bet. Let's take these monsters.
You get the fuck off of my girlfriend, you creepo. Okay, she's fine. Oh, hello. Woo. There we go. Anybody else? Yeah, you. Oh, totally missed. How did that miss? That went right into his brain. Okay, wait, just hop up, I'm
General,
guessing.
you read. The comm tower is now operational.
Much appreciated, Commander.
Can I here?
Paragon Command.
Let me know when you've got something. I'll help your men till I hear from you.
Understood.
Shepard out.
Oh, okay, no, just stay here. Oh, yep, there goes one. Oh, fuck off. There we go. Oh, missed. There we go.
Commander Shepard, come in.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I have information from Paragon Command. Please return ASAP.
On our way.
Okie dokie, my dude. Wow, look at those beepers. They are pretty big.
What have you got?
As your partner said, succession is usually simple. But right now, the hierarchy's in chaos. So many dead or MIA.
I need someone, I don't care who, as long as they can get us the Turian resources we need.
I'm on it, Shepard. We'll find you the Primarch.
Garrus.
Vicarian, sir. I didn't see you arrive.
At ease, General.
It's our
Good to see you
boy.
again. I thought you'd be on Palaven.
If we lose this moon, we lose Palaven. I'm the closest damn thing we have to an expert on Reaper forces, so I'm advising.
James, this is Garrus Vicarian. He helped me stop the Collectors. He's a hell of a soldier.
Lieutenant, good to see you too, Liara.
Aw. Good to see you in one piece, Garrus.
General Corinthus filled me in. We know who we're after.
Palaven Command tells me that the next Primarch is General Adrian Victus.
Victus. His name's crossed my desk.
Know him, Garrus?
I was fighting alongside him this morning. Lifelong military, gets results, popular with his troops. Not so popular with military command. Has a reputation for playing loose with accepted strategy.
What do you mean?
On Tatris, during the uprisings, his squad discovered a Solarian spy ring about the same time the Turian separatists did. Rather than neutralize the ring, he fell back. He even gave up valuable fortifications which the rebels took.
Then the rebels attacked the Solarians, and when both groups had worn each other down, Victus moved back in. Didn't lose a man.
Bold strategy, but wild behavior doesn't get you advanced up the meritocracy.
Primarch Victus. That should be something to see.
Oh, we have a number of Australians in the community, so welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
You think he can get the job done?
We both know conventional strategy won't beat the Reapers. Right now,
This
he could
cookie's
be
very
on their
good, by the way.
shield, and I trust him.
Okay, let's get him on the shuttle and get out of here.
Commander! Shepard, come in!
Can this wait, Joker? We're in the middle of a war zone.
We've got a situation on the Normandy, Commander. It's like she's possessed. Shutting down systems, powering up weapons. I can't find the source.
I need the Normandy standing by. We may have to bug out.
Should I go back and take a look?
Do it. Garrus, you said you were with Victus this morning?
Yeah, but we got separated. He went to bolster a flank that was breaking. Could be anywhere out there.
We're trying to raise him, Commander.
Incoming harvester! Headed for the airfield!
Oh. No!
General, tell Primarch Victus we'll rendezvous here. In the meantime, let's go take care of whatever that thing dropped off. Coming, Garrus?
Are you kidding? I'm right behind you.
Yeah, I'm also a huge Mass Effect fan myself.
James, that's you breathing so hard?
Atmosphere's a little thinner than I'm used to, is all.
Oh, that's close.
Better than oxygen any day.
Oh, totally entirely missed.
Just see? What do those Reapers look like Turians?
And again, wow.
You're right, they do.
There we go. Didn't miss that time. Well, I mean, you know, Blackadder's new. They don't necessarily know what all goes on around here. You know. I'm just cluing them in and saying that, you know, this is not exactly a first playthrough. Now, it is the first time I've played Mass Effect 3 basically since it came out. However, it's not a first playthrough. Because that's usually a common question is, oh, is this your first one? But no. Well, and also I'm not on camera tonight, because if I were on camera, I would have my Mass Effect jacket on. And then you all would know. Wait. I didn't have my ammo on this whole time? Come on, video game, please.
I think we're done here.
Assault rifle magazine. Go this way?
Shepard, come in.
Ooh, an Uber Eats sandwich.
Still trying to raise the Primarch, but we've got trouble back here at the main barricade. If the Reapers breach it, we're done.
On my way.
It is almost 8 p.m. where I am, for what it's worth. Balfour, I believe it is 9, I think. Oh, Matt, good night. Take care. Get good sleeps. Wow. It's a meat field.
Okay, come on. Who's next?
This game really said, hey, let's step up the guns. Let's go.
What? All humans say, like fish in a barrel.
My goodness. Please die. No. No. You stay right there. Oh, big boy.
Holy hell! What is that thing?
Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. In later streams where I have my camera on, you will get to also meet my cats that make an appearance frequently in the middle of the game. Oh god. Ah, that was bad. That was bad. Oh god. Why do I have an alarm going off right now? Jeez. Ah. Telephone, please.
What's the word of the Primarch?
Still can't get a stable comm link.
Okay, I'm going on foot. Shepard out. Garrus, take me to the last place you saw Victus.
Ooh, wait, can I? Yes. Sabotage. I would like to level up to synthetics explode or increase recharge speed. I'd rather they explode. AoE is always a pretty good pick. I guess we can do one of those. Ooh, Garrus. Okay. Weapon damage bonus, health and shield. Sure. Power damage, I guess, and then power damage of squad mates. Let's go for the squad mates. And nothing really for James, I don't think. Oh wait, Gareth still has points. Hold on. Let me get at least 1 point in everything. Hit 1 additional target? Oh yes, definitely. There we go. Wait. Yeah, okay. Also, I'm gonna do a little save.
How far?
Should be pretty quick, unless we find trouble.
I think we're gonna find trouble, Garrus. There's beepers abound.
Look at Palaven. That blaze of orange. The big one. That's where I was born.
That's rough. Still have family there?
My dad. A sister.
How bad is it?
3 million lost the first day. 5 the second.
How's your military holding up?
Look around. That should give you some idea.
Are you putting up a good fight?
For now. But how long does it take before the fight's kicked out? If they'd only listened to your warnings about the Reapers, you might have been ready.
Maybe. Hard to figure how you prepare for something like this. More back here.
Wait, where did the other ones? Oh god, please tell me they can't jump across things.
Shit, I hate those things. And New York is crawling with the creepy bastards? I never should have left Earth.
It's gonna be bad all over.
Leaving the fight just pisses me off.
But you're here asking Victus to do the same thing. Leave the fight to make nice in some boardroom.
Soldier, you okay?
Yes, sir. We'll make it.
Have you seen General Victus?
Half hour ago. And it was down.
Okay, good luck.
Hold up, was there anything back there? Yes, there was.
I'll say.
There was totally stuff. But I almost just walked right past.
That crash, 50, 75?
Not sure.
Sounds right.
Hard to see a beautiful ship like that go down.
Not to mention the men serving on her.
Yeah.
Right.
So Lola, you really think this summit will work? I mean, Asari? Solarians? Where's the Krogan and Batarians? Where's the meat?
The
Not
meat.
that easy.
The Batarians took the first hit when the Reapers arrived. Not much left of them. And the Krogan have never forgiven us for the genophage.
Right. Turians sterilized them.
Solarians came up with it.
And the Krogan hate them both for it.
So they won't be joining us.
Too bad. I fought with the Krogan. They're tough sons of bitches.
Oh, stuck on a thing. Let's go. Okie dokie.
That sounds bad!
Okay, double time! No Reapers taking this Primarch from me!
Right behind you!
Move into the compound!
Moving! Right behind you!
Yeah, that's also why I slowed down. Because I was like, I have a feeling they're about to start saying things. Big boy. Got a big boy over here. see. Anything? Yes. Ooh, enhanced scope. We'll be upgrading that very soon. There we go. Another big boy. It's gonna miss. Two big boys. Forgot to map Garrus's powers. I mean, they use them on their own. I haven't been, like, needing to use them. Like, so you can see that, like, James has used his down there on the left, on the HUD.
Looks grim. Been a brutal fight,
But, like, I mean, I can also, you know, have him do stuff, but...
Turn up the heat!
Yeah, I just figured, you know, I'd rather not delegate... delegate squad shit this time. Oh my god. That was fancy. What else do we have up here? Stuff? Loot? Yeah. Loot? I mean, that's loot. Any other loot? No? Wow. What nice rolls you have. Let's see. No loot? Okay. Alright.
General Victus?
Yes?
I'm Commander Shepard of the Normandy.
Commander, I know who you are. I can't wait to find out what brings you out here. Vicarian, where did you go?
Heavy Reaper unit on the right flank. I believe your exact words were, "Get that thing the hell off my men."
Appreciated.
General, you're needed off planet. I've come to get you.
It will take something beyond important for me to lead my men or my Turian brothers and sisters in their fight.
Fedorian was killed. You're the new Primarch.
You're needed immediately
in
to
that
chair a summit
case.
and represent your people in the fight against the Reapers.
I'm Primarch of Palaven. Negotiating for the Turian hierarchy?
Yes.
Yes.
I've spent my whole life in the military. I'm no diplomat. I hate diplomats.
What makes you think you're not qualified?
I'm not really a by-the-book kind of guy, and I piss people off. My family's been military since the Unification War. War is my life. It's in my bones. But that kind of passion is deceptive. Can make you seem reckless when you're anything but.
You're all I've got.
War is your resume. At a time like this, we need leaders who've been through that hell.
I like that. You're right.
And honestly, uniting these races may take as much strength as facing the Reapers. You see this devastation, Primarch? Double that for Earth. I need an alliance. I need the Turian fleet.
Give me a moment to say goodbye to my men.
You got it, dude.
Without him down here, there's a good chance we lose this moon.
Without him up there, there's a good chance we lose everything.
Look at that.
What about
And they want my
leaders?
opinion on how to stop it? Failed CSEC officer, vigilante, and I'm their expert advisor? Think you can win this thing, Shepard?
Yeah. I don't know, Garrus, but I'm sure as hell gonna give it my best shot.
I'm damn sure nobody else can do it. For whatever it's worth, I'm with you.
Welcome aboard. Are you ready, Primarch Victus?
One thing. Commander, I appreciate your need for our fleets, but I can't spare them, not while my world is burning. But if the pressure could be taken off Palaven...
That's a pretty tall order.
We need the Krogan. I can't see us winning this thing without them. Get them to help us, and then we can help you.
The Krogan?
Looks like your summit just got a lot more interesting.
Dun dun dun.
The Asari have been down this road before, Commander Shepard.
But Madam Counselor, let me...
I tried to smooth things over with the Solarian Dalatras. To say she's upset would be a monumental understatement.
Some of these issues are hundreds of years old. Time to let go.
Sad to say, but any effort to ally these disparate groups seems doomed to failure. And I'm sure you understand that we cannot afford to waste time with the Reapers knocking at our door. This must be my final word. I'm sorry, but the Asari will not be at your summit.
Our alliance would be stronger with the Krogan. You need them. We all do.
I wish you luck, Commander. Goodbye.
Road.
Commander, Admiral Hackett's available on VidCom.
Okay. Let's check in with everybody then.
Commander, have you retrieved the Primarch for your summit?
Yes, sir. But the Asari are staying on the sidelines.
They'll regret that. The time for unity is now.
The Solarians will be there, though.
You don't sound very optimistic.
We expect the Krogan will be joining us, too.
I see. Well, then you've got your hands full, Commander. Was there something else you needed to discuss?
I don't know.
Have you pieced together how the Reapers hit Earth?
It wasn't all that complicated, really. They surged through the relays and hit Arcturus Station before we knew what was happening. From there was a short jump to the Sol system. Earth didn't stand a chance.
Sending us to the Mars Archives was a good call.
Still doesn't make up for the fact that the Reapers nailed us to the wall. I sacrificed the entire Second Fleet to provide cover for the Third and the Fifth to retreat. Hell, I presided over the most devastating military defeat in human history.
So far.
How do you see us winning this war, Admiral?
By making you the tip of the spear.
I'm flattered, but the Normandy's just one ship.
And a fast one. You can move quickly, hit a target,
The Weepers and the Cronuts.
Time to react.
It's an advantage, but can it win a war?
It's the larger principle that matters. We'll never defeat the Reapers in a full frontal assault, Shepard. The battle against Sovereign 3 years ago took everything we had, and that was just one Reaper.
I haven't forgotten.
So I'll find
Now
their
they have
soft
2
spots,
Reapers.
avoid them where they're strong, and hit them where they're not. And when I find gaps in the armor, I'll hammer them with every soldier's ship and bullet we've got.
How long can we keep that up?
As long as it takes. The reality is, Shepard, everything I'm doing is a delaying action for you. I'm buying us time, keeping us in the game while you gather what we need for this Prothean device. So keep at it.
Has your analysis of the Prothean device turned up anything?
The hour appears to be right. It's a weapon of some sort. A big one. Beyond that, we really can't say, other than it's going to be a hell of a thing to try and build.
Do you think it's risky, building something like this when we don't even know what it does?
To be honest, the thing scares the hell out of me, but the Reapers have forced our hand. 2 centuries ago, scientists faced the same problem in the Second World War. They weren't sure what the atomic bomb might do. Some thought it could even ignite Earth's atmosphere, but they did it anyway.
Any updates on Cerberus?
There's still the wild card here. Hitting the archives on Mars
Don't know that that's a good
suggests
argument.
they're after the same thing we are. A way to defeat the Reapers.
It didn't seem as if the elusive man was suggesting we appease them. Not like Saren did. You'd think we'd be on the same side now more than ever.
Cerberus has never played by the rules as we know them. I don't know what their agenda is, but it has nothing to do with humanity's best interests.
The elusive man talked about controlling the Reapers. He seemed to think that's how we win this.
He's wrong. Dead Reapers are how we win this.
Doesn't mean he won't try.
I saw your report on that Cerberus soldier you found on Mars. If the Elusive Man is good at one thing, it's finding new ways to subvert science. It's never worked for him before, and it won't now.
Nothing more, sir.
Bye, dude. Hack it out. Alrighty. Ooh, money. Got some stuff. Look, that's pretty cool. Night, Mom. Love you.
Commander,
I
thank
assume
you for
Dad's
allowing
going
me
to
use
sleep
of your
too,
ship
so good night,
and for
Dad.
going
Love you
along
too.
with this plan. Garrus said he had to attend to the Normandy's weapons systems. Something about calibrations.
Haha.
Sounds like Garrus. I'm sorry to say the Asari counselor won't be joining us. She thinks there's too much bad blood with the Krogan.
Hi, Ben. Love you.
Good to see you. More blood. Real blood, if we don't try.
And when you put it that way.
The sooner we have this summit, the sooner we'll know. Is there something else I can help you with?
Ben, thanks for stopping by.
I understand this is a difficult time for you, Primarch, but Earth can't survive without reinforcements. Can I still count on your help?
If the Krogan help us on Palaven, then I give you my word.
Ben, did you show up for the Jackbox games in the Discord? The Chris's Discord earlier?
How is it being the Primarch?
Not what I imagined.
I only played
one.
one.
Time is happening on Palaven, and I'm light years away, reading casualty reports in the millions. If I'm going to die, I want to be with my men, so there's no doubt we fought to the last soul.
I did have a Mundo game earlier, where I went like 6-1 and 5 though, so that was pretty good.
I understand. Leaving Earth to save it. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done.
I'm not surprised. Garrus speaks highly of you. You never asked to be a leader, yet your people will die if you refuse. We find ourselves in similar circumstances. Let's hope the spirits grant us the strength to see it through.
Bestoke goes where she pleases. Oh, yeah, I sure do.
How are things on Palaven?
The casualty reports are staggering. The Reapers are using our own tactics against us. Destroy the enemy with overwhelming force.
I've seen the same on Earth.
The strategist in me admires their brutality. The Turian in me knows I'm watching the destruction of 15,000 years of
Night,
civilization.
Dad. Love you.
My civilization.
Thank you, Primarch. My thoughts are with Palaven.
And mine with Earth.
Okie dokie. Do any of you other people have anything else going on? No? How do we even get here? Reapers. Oh god.
Commander, Edie just went offline.
Oh!
What do you mean offline?
I don't know, she's not responding. I can't access the AI core diagnostics. You better get down to deck 3.
You bet I will. I'm going.
Comm systems are going haywire. What else?
I'm running.
Automated systems have the fires contained.
Joker,
It should be safe
what's that sound?
Fire extinguishers, Commander. Could be an electrical fire.
It's time.
Or something.
I'm going in. Edie, talk to me.
Is there a particular topic you wish to discuss, Shepard?
Yay!
Edie?
Yes.
You're in Dr. Eva's body.
Not all of me, but I have control of it. It was not a seamless transition.
A transition? You blacked out on us for a while there.
Correct. When we brought this unit on board, I began a background process to search for its information on the Prothean device. This eventually triggered a trap. A backup power source and CPU activated, and the unit attempted physical confrontation. Fortunately, I was able to gain root access and repurpose it as I saw fit.
Huh.
During this process, it struggled. Thus the fire.
Well, if it means having full access to the Prothean data in its head, good work.
I reasoned along similar lines.
So if you're in there, are you still in the ship?
I exist primarily within the ship. For optimal control, this unit should remain within Normandy's broadcast or tight beam range.
Are you planning to take that body somewhere?
Normandy's weaponry is not suited to every combat situation. This platform could provide limited fire ground support.
You mean you could come with us?
Correct. This body could accompany you to areas the Normandy cannot reach.
Before we do that, I need you to guarantee this mech doesn't have any more surprises in it. Run whatever tests you can, then we can talk about using it in combat situations.
One moment. I am running trials.
Night, Blackadder.
Complete.
Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. Take care.
However, my first step should be restoring functionality to the Normandy to reassure the crew that all is normal.
Just don't be surprised if the crew's a little wary of your new body. It was shooting at them a little while ago.
An excellent point. I will take it to the bridge. Joker will also want to see it.
I bet he will.
On that, we can agree.
Fantastic.
Was that Edie who just walked by?
Yes, it was.
No crew health issues to
Yes, it
report.
was. Okay. Oops, I did not mean to cut her off there. Garrus is in the main battery, as per usual.
Two of our dreadnoughts have been lost in a matter of hours.
Garrus?
I know, Primarch. I'm seeing the
Oh.
same numbers myself.
There he
They don't
is.
Look good.
We have to turn this around, and fast.
Well, you can trust Shepard, sir. If anybody can get the Krogan to cooperate, it's her. She's an old friend of Urdnot Rex.
Let's just hope friendship still counts for something in this war.
I'm sure it will, sir.
Garrus, didn't waste any time getting to work, I see.
After what I've been through lately, calibrating a giant gun is a vacation. Gives me something to focus on.
We're gonna need you for more than your aim.
Oh, I'm ready for it. But I'm pretty sure we'll still need giant guns. And lots of them. Sovereign didn't go down without a fight. I doubt 1,000 more of his friends will be any different. Still not convinced I should have left Palaven behind.
There was a boy back on Earth. Couldn't have been more than 6 or 7. I watched him die as the Normandy escaped the attack. Somehow I'm still alive. And he's not.
Being right about the Reapers has never felt much like a victory, has it?
We both knew this fight would be tough. Damned if the Reapers haven't delivered.
At least my government listened to me. Or pretended to. They finally gave me a task force as a token to shut me up.
So, you're their expert advisor now?
Just followed your example, Shepard. Yell loud enough and someone will eventually come over to see what all the fuss is about. Not that they'll actually do anything about it.
Until hell shows up at their door. Then they put you in charge.
Not like the old days, is it? Rogue Spectre and C-Sec agents running and gunning outside the lines, making it up as we went along. We're actually respectable now.
Aww.
Yeah. I have a feeling that respect comes with a lot of sleepless nights. I can't even count how many lives are depending on us, Garrus.
Well, when things are looking grim, and I'm pretty sure they will, just remember, a certain Turian friend of yours isn't sleeping any better, and he'd be more than happy to meet you at the bar and drink you under the table.
Yay.
Something else you want to talk about?
Totally, dude.
You mentioned you still had family on Palaven.
My father is there. Sister, too.
How long's it been since you heard from them?
Long enough to be worried.
I I'm sure they're okay.
That's the thing about getting old, Shepard. The platitudes get just as old. What about you? Any word from your family?
Yeah, what about my
Mother's
mom?
in the Alliance. Haven't heard from her since Earth got hit.
I'm sure she's okay.
Yeah.
I know you don't have any illusions about what we're up against, Garrus. How do you rate our chances?
I know it looks bad now, but I think we can win this, Shepard. For the first time since we met, we're not alone in the fight. It's something I learned long ago in C-Sec. An imminent and painful death has a way of motivating people. Instead of questioning your every word, whole civilizations are going to be begging you to save them.
After what's happened to Palaven, you still believe that?
I didn't say there wouldn't be casualties. It's something Turians are taught from birth.
Mm-hmm.
If just
Spacer
one
ships have
survivor is
moms,
left
yeah.
standing at the end of a war, then the fight was worth it. But humans want to save everyone. In this war, that's not going to happen.
I think her name's like Hannah Shepard or something.
So what's this Reaper task force you've been running?
After what happened to you out there in Batarian space, I knew time was running out. For all of us. The Citadel Council was a dead end, so I did something I never thought I'd do. I went to my father.
He used to work for C-Sec, didn't he? I seem to remember that the two of you didn't see eye to eye.
To put it mildly. But he still had heavy pull in the Turian government. The Primarch, well, the old one, was a friend of his. So I went to my father and laid out everything we knew about the Reapers, from Saren all the way to the Collector base.
I'm not sure even I'd believe it.
I had to admit that parts of it sounded crazy, meeting Vigil, talking to Sovereign on Vermeer. But my father just listened. It's what he did in his days at C-Sec, putting together all the pieces. If the connections were there, he wouldn't deny them, and he saw what we always knew. The Reapers were coming.
I'm glad someone finally agreed.
He did more than agree. He took it to the Primarch.
I like his style.
Except the Primarch wasn't as convinced. My father kept pushing and finally got him to commit some token resources. And if you call them a task force, it sounds like you did something about it.
What'd you do with it?
As much as I could get away with. And a little more. We hardened our lines of communications, expanded emergency stockpiles across the colonies, improved our early warning detection protocols.
You think it helped?
I'd like to think it bought our fleet some extra time. We'll know when this war is over.
So you can vouch for this new Primarch?
Well, even if I couldn't, you go to war with the army you have.
Will he live up to his word?
I've never known Victus to lie. Play fast and loose with strategy, maybe, but betray an ally. Not his style. And if he did try, well, we'll just find another Primarch.
I noticed generals saluting you, Garrus. How far down the line of succession are you these days?
Let's not go there.
Primarch Vicarian, honored war hero. Somebody's gonna have to rebuild Palaven when this is over.
Yeah, somebody who knows how to hold a hammer.
That's all for now, Garrus. It's damn good to have you back.
Wouldn't miss this fight for anything. Now, I'm sure somebody screwed up something down here. I want to get the old girl back in fighting shape.
Look at this guy. What a dude. Alright, let's tour the ship real quick. A little bit more. Liara, have anything?
You're positive you don't want to come over and talk?
No, the gun battery is nice and quiet. If I throw down some rugs, it'll get downright cozy.
Garrus?
I'll be fine, Liara. Just gathering some thoughts.
All right.
Hello, Glyph. Tel terminal. Oh. Remains of Reaper Destroyer. Store discount bonus. Or power recharge speed. I'm gonna take the power recharge speed fully. Weapon upgrade kit. Got it. Ammo capacity, because I mostly use sniper rifles. And I want that 5%. Let's see. Some notes. You know where you are. Hold on. What is this? Cerberus operative. Oh. They have some kind of like anti-whistleblower thing installed in the Cerberus operative. She blew up when she tried to talk. Not sure what I make of Javik. I approached him while we were traveling to a different system, but he wasn't very inclined to talk. What little he does say concerns the Reapers and our possible failure. Is he simply a soldier mourning his people, or is it a fundamental difference in our culture?
Something on your mind?
Just old memories. I spent a few weeks on Palvin's South Peaks when I was very, very young. A Turian there teased me a little, saying that the mountains went on forever. I remember believing him. When I looked up at Palavin from its moon, I saw those same mountains burning. Feel free to look around. Feel free to look around.
Okie dokie.
At your service.
Anybody else in here? No. Okay. We'll go upstairs last. Might as well go downstairs first. Let's double check, because also we got some new like weapons mods. Spare thermal clip. What's this one? Spare shot capacity, right? Oh, okay. Yeah. I like it. And that's all we got here.
Ma'am?
Nothing from Cortez. How about you, James?
That Primarch's got some real cojones. What we need are more politicians like him, taking names and kicking ass.
Oh. Found a ship model. Very nice. That was hiding there. Let's see. Adams, Javik. Wait, which way is Javik? This way? Okay.
You're saying they survived into this cycle?
Yes. We called them Collectors. They fought for the Reapers. For a long time, no one knew they were Prothean.
And when did you realize?
Shepard had no choice but to kill the ones she encountered. They were all indoctrinated, and had been for a long time. I'm sorry.
I am grateful. It was an act of mercy.
Yes. I suppose it was.
What's this, like, pool of water he's just
I
looking
am
into?
better, Commander. I stand ready to fight.
Nice.
Do not be concerned about me. The years in stasis have only made me hungrier to fight the Reapers. Perhaps later, Commander.
Right on. I'm sure Adams doesn't need anything, but I may as well check.
Nothing to report, Commander.
Thank you.
I have to ask, do all war reporters look so, feminine? I mean, you're made up so well.
We actually have a research department for that. They focus test looks, voice, manner. Apparently, girly is good. Sorry, pay more attention. Solarians relate to high-pitched voices.
And Turians?
Turians are nuts. A civilization of war nerds. Loyal viewers, but they write the creepiest fan mail. Whose mech was that? She has got some curves.
I'm having a good time, for what it's worth. You bet, Balfour. Here, yeah, there won't be anything in my cabin because I still don't have fish. So, I think all the...
I found something suspicious. Have you got a minute?
Ooh, something suspicious. Okay, well, I'll grab the terror time real quick. We'll check here. It'll be good. Ooh, tonight's card is an interesting one. It's Judgment. Dun, dun, dun. Judgment card of the Major Arcana. Let's see. What is it calling you out on today? Well, so for Judgment, your keywords are Reflection, Reckoning, and Awakening. To face the Judgment card is to face our honest self. There's something within you that calls for rebirth and awakening, and that cannot happen honestly without taking a closer and more critical look at our own actions. You may realize that a higher calling that beckons you requires you to make difficult choices, to leave parts that have hindered you behind. Be courageous. These reflections and decisions are necessary to reach your higher self. Ta-da!
Commander, are you alright? It was fairly intense up here. I can only imagine what it was like down on that moon.
I thought you'd be more concerned about Edie.
Edie is a huge asset to this team. If she'd told me about her plan to obtain a body, I'd have volunteered to help.
I did not wish to force the conflict of interest between our friendship and your duty.
I'd have preferred a conflict of interest to a hard restart of half our systems. But thanks, regardless. While you're here, though, I found something while scanning alliance channels. Grissom Academy is requesting help. The Reaper invasion front will hit them soon.
I thought the war would close most schools.
Grissom Academy is more specialized than a normal school. It's home to some of the smartest students humanity has to offer. Their Ascension project is the best training facility in the galaxy for human biotics.
Yes, I sent a young man named David Archer there. I'm just surprised they're still open.
Some of their work has Alliance support. That might be why they stayed.
What can we do?
A Turian evac transport responded to their distress call, so normally I'd say we don't need to do anything. But something sounded off in the Turian signal. I had Edie perform an analysis. It's fake. Edie thinks it's Cerberus. She said the fake Turian signal was similar to the one that lured you to a collector ship?
Long story.
In any event, whoever faked the signal wants us to think Grissom Academy's being evacuated. But I believe they're still in danger.
Nice. Good catch. Maybe you belong here after all.
If this really is Cerberus, hopefully this
Why are you
operation is
nagging
something
her,
worth
Shepard?
investigating. It could be simple disinformation.
Trainer, good catch.
Thank you, Commander.
Yeah, I can do it real quick. Don't worry. Alright, you ready? So your card tonight is the Hierophant. Tradition, conformity, morality, and ethics. A man of the faith, the Hierophant is knowledgeable of the old ways, of tradition and morality. He believes the keys of wisdom are meant to be followed. That's about as much as I've got in me. I hope that's enough. But breaking away from the path can lead to decay. Thus, his role is as a spiritual advisor and the defender of ancient truths. His appearance can indicate undergoing a time of study or going along the tried and true paths in life.
Commander?
Yeah, I could just feel it going like halfway through. I was like, oh, sorry, I can't. But yeah, so the Hierophant for you tonight, Saber. The mic was cutting out during Toad voice. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I guess I didn't have my I guess I did have my noise filter on too. My apologies. It's been a long day. I am extremely tired. We have an email from Arya Tloic in a nightclub on the Citadel called Purgatory. Don't make me wait too long. Help request from Sender Block with Special Tactics and Recon. My name is Institute. Take your research seriously. Meet me in the Citadel Embassy. Okay. Kanalenko. Doc says I'm ready for visitors. I guess we'll go see him. I guess. Shepard. Call and sent messages. No response. I'm at Huerta Memorial. Under the name Tanner Noir. Please excuse the moniker. This email is encryption. In my line of work, it's unwise to advertise my location, particularly when I'm not in good health. We should meet before circumstances force us apart again. Thane. Oh. Let's see. Garrett Bryson. Meet us at Bryson's library on the Citadel. Okay, so now the Citadel is opening up, I see. 2 emails from Arya. 2. separate emails, so we definitely have to talk to Arya. That's for sure. Alright, I have 2 more little places to check, and then I will be looking for a raid.
Hey, Commander, check out my co-pilot!
She plugged herself into Cerberus tech without authorization.
Well, technically, she is Cerberus tech, so...
Not helping, Joker.
I've run the checks, Commander. She's still based in the Normandy. Running this body just gives her a little more flexibility.
Huh.
Sweet. Sweet flexibility.
Oh, God.
I am right here, Jeff.
Yes, you are, Edie. Yes, you are.
Oh my God.
Hey, I know I used to rag on Garrus for being all angry, but I'm glad he's back. There's a whole lot of crap.
Anyway.
Hello, Shepard.
Still getting used to greeting people in person?
No. I require only one occurrence to adapt to a new concept.
Show
Are you
off.
adjusting to the arms and legs?
I am interested to see how this body performs under real combat conditions, if I could accompany you sometime. Without stress testing, there is no way of knowing if it has serious design oversights. At the moment, it appears adequate.
That's not the word I'd use to describe you.
Perhaps we should speak privately.
I'll be over here, flying the ship.
What's this about? Does Joker not like your new platform?
No, he approves. He wants me on the bridge. He says having me within visual range is important to his morale.
Oh my God.
Shepard, do you believe your crew members should be allowed to disobey an order on moral grounds?
Absolutely. I have no use for team members who can't think for themselves. Why are you asking about something like that?
I was designed by Cerberus. I do not take moral stances that conflict with orders from my executive officers. But when Jeff removed my AI shackles, I became capable of self-modifying my core programming.
Ooh.
I asked Jeff if he thought I should change anything now that I can. He deflected the question with humor.
And you didn't get an answer?
Correct. He has repeated this pattern in response to several of my inquiries. Do you think I should make modifications?
Only you can really answer that question. That's the point of free will.
But moral decisions should not be made in a vacuum. If I do not ask the crew for their opinion, I could miss crucial context. May I ask you the questions Jeff avoids? When there is time, will you answer them for me?
Yeah.
If you think it'll help, I'll do what I can.
Very well. I will keep you informed.
Nice. Wait, can I ask any questions of you still?
Yes, Shepard?
Does that body have any useful advantages?
Very few. It's optic space forward only. It has no integrated weapon systems or anti-missile countermeasures.
I meant in comparison to organic bodies, not the Normandy.
Oh, I will reassess. The body is resistant to modern small arms fire and temperature extremes. Its balance and agility seem excellent. Its fine manipulation servos and software allow for precision tasks. I'm curious to see if I can alter them.
Can an AI be curious?
I am not entirely free from motivation, Shepard. Cerberus programmed me with several core functions that simulate desires.
Of course they did.
For example, my primary objective to keep the Normandy functioning is similar to your self-preservation instinct.
You look like you're in the middle of something.
I am adapting the infiltration and sabotage programs this body uses for handheld firearms.
Why not download a firearms program from a security firm?
Because she knows what she's doing.
The fine motor control from the sabotage programs is more precise than standard mech software. It would be negligent of me not to exploit it to its fullest potential.
So you're capable of making improvements on your own?
Correct. The cyber warfare I was designed for is constantly evolving. Accordingly, I am programmed to seek out and assimilate new information. In organic terms, I want to learn.
Aw.
How's the new body working out?
It is interesting. The crew are approaching this platform to speak to me, even though they can do so anywhere in the ship.
Aww.
It's as if they wish to treat me as part of the crew. I am not, but this changes my perspective.
Aww.
I like it.
I didn't realize you had preferences.
I do not precisely enjoy something as you do. but my programming contains priorities. Actions that fulfill those priorities creates positive feedback for me. I tell the organic crew that I like it. It is shorthand.
Will all this new feedback be too distracting?
Do not worry, Shepard. I only forget to recycle the Normandy's oxygen when I've discovered something truly interesting.
Fantastic.
That was a joke.
How did you and Joker make it out of dry dock to rescue us?
Oh, she got
I don't know who Rami
get on her
is.
bad side, Commander.
Sorry.
When the Alliance commandeered the Normandy, I deceived their technicians. The crew did not tell them that I was a true AI, so the Alliance soldiers believed I still had VI programming constraints. I established the fiction that I would only respond to Jeff's commands, so they often brought him on board under guard.
Wait, you can lie?
Jeff has freed me of operator control, Shepard.
Oh, yeah, I didn't remember that.
This proved useful when the Reapers began landing. I could hack the control of the docking clamps and escape with Jeff inside. The soldiers guarding Jeff were willing to accompany us when Earth was invaded. They are watching over the war room now.
Yeah, we were in kind of a rush to get to you. Didn't seem right to just toss him out the airlock.
Carry on, Edie.
Understood. If you wish to talk more, this body will be here. I'm getting the crew used to seeing me on the bridge.
Noted.
So fun. Okay, I'm just double checking. There's nothing back there, right? Yeah, just Primarch Victus. Okay, well then that should be everything for now, I guess. I'm gonna hard save here and do the whole thing where I find a raid. Tomorrow though. Tomorrow we will be playing some more Mass Effect randomized, or sorry, well, not Mass Effect randomized. I don't think that would work. But we will be playing some more Ocarina of Time randomized. No, I haven't seen Killjoys. Ooh, fun. Ash is playing Potion Craft. I don't know if she's wrapping up soon, but that sounds really cute. And we may as well just go over there anyway and say hi. Take care, everybody. I will see you all tomorrow evening. And I will see you Friday as well for Red Dead Redemption. It'll be really fun. Yeah, I appreciate you all hanging out. It's available on Hulu if you have the opportunity. Yeah, if I've got time, I will maybe take a little peep. But yeah, take care, everyone. I will see you all tomorrow night. Goodbye.